Anytime an artist pops up in the mainstream out of nowhere, people just immediately start calling them an industry plant. And yeah, maybe I was a part of this problem like 5 years ago, but shut up, we're not talking about me. Today we are talking about Ian, who is a rapper being called a plant, which is funny because one scroll on his Spotify and you can see he has been dropping music consistently for years. However, since recently he was seen in the studio with Quavo, co-signed by Lil Yachty on Kai Cenat's live stream, dropped a...
Chat, do y'all think industry plants even exist? Because I've talked to some people that are so like, man, all of this shit is earned that like they don't believe in industry plants. I think so. I think nepo babies definitely exist. I think nepo babies definitely still exist, especially in the entertainment industry. But in terms of industry plants, of motherfuckers just a label just picking up some random dude that just got the right voice for what they're looking for. They do all the marketing, they do all the writing, and this dude just walks into the booth and just recites some lyrics. I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it.
The lyrical Lemonade music video, and even getting followed by Drake on Instagram, has people wondering why the seemingly normal white boy has the most motion out of anyone in the underground right now. Well, today I'm going to tell you why. First and foremost, the music.
Oh, I found that out today too, Rafita. That was cool.
Yes, I know it's crazy, but believe it or not, music is typically the reason why any artist blows up, but some of you need to be reminded of that. Ian's music can be simplified to having the modern-day SoundCloud sound while sporting classic 2000s trap beats. His flow, ad-libs, and vocal mix feels right in line with his peers who represent the modern SoundCloud scene.
You famous, boy. Really don't make much difference. Really don't pay much mind. End of the day, I'm the man still. I'm finna take what's...
My question is, though, is what makes a person decide to listen to Ian when you can get Ian type of music from other people? You know what I'm saying? Like when there's a yeet in the... Because to me, if I'm gonna listen to a different artist, typically I'm listening for a completely different sound, right? Like if I'm listening to Usher, I'm listening to Usher for a specific sound, and then I'm gonna listen to Chris Brown for a specific sound, and then I'm gonna listen to, I don't know, Brent Faiyaz for his unique sound. I just feel like the overlap between a Ian and a Yeet is like way too much in terms of what is he really bringing to the table outside of just being the Yeet of 2024, essentially, like, and outside of like being a different face to it. But I don't know.
While his beats feel nostalgic to rap fans who are now in their 20s and 30s who were listening,
to me, just, but I'm not trying to cut off CC too much, but, or Patrick, I don't know why I just called him CC. Oh my God, bro. But it just seems like these are Yeet fans waiting for Yeet to drop. And then because Yeet isn't dropping and this artist song just sounds like Yeet, they just gonna listen to this different artist because they're waiting for the Yeet drop, but it just dropped somewhere else. Like, I don't... That's my vibe of like what music is now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not really listening to certain artists for their unique sound. It's just you like a certain sound, and the artist that you really want to hear that from isn't releasing, so you're just gonna listen to someone else dropping that same ass sound.
Listening to Gucci Mane, Waka Flocka, and Chief Keef over a decade ago. However, Ian didn't always have this sound. In fact, he actually just started using these beats. Because if you listen to his music from 2 years ago, it's safe to assume people would have just called him a Yeet clone.
Little badass hoe with a booty got mad cause I wasn't in shit with a boot on the mall. Like, bro, shoot a K in broad. Hey.
Ian started off as a producer, making beats for various upcoming artists. Then around 2022, he began experimenting with becoming a performer himself. And if you listen, he was clearly just trying to find his sound, taking inspiration from the guys who have been popping for the past couple of years. During this experimental growth stage, he gained a few thousand followers on SoundCloud, but it wasn't until 4 months ago.
I guess the difference between Ian and Yeet is, I think Yeet's a little bit more melodic than Ian. Like, Yeet can get into his melodic bag a little bit more. Ian's just short, quick bars the whole fucking song. So, I guess that's the difference, actually.
Ago when he dropped the song Wimbledon that everything seemed to click. Sure, the ad-libs are reminiscent of Yeet, but the beat style, bouncy flow, and vocal cadence allows him to be 3% different. The late and great Virgil Abloh was famous for his 3% rule. He believed that a creative only has to add a 3% tweak to a pre-existing concept in order to generate a cultural contribution deemed innovative. This is extremely common in the business.
I've never heard that. I've never heard that concept. Is that true? Is that true? You only need to add... I don't know how he came up with 3%, but that's interesting, though. And now that I'm thinking about it, I mean, You just gotta, I think it's that concept of you don't have to reinvent the wheel, because the wheel works. The wheel works. You just have to find that little thing that still separates you from the crowd, while still having and appealing to this thing that already appeals to a mass amount of people. So I get what he's saying. Yeah, I get what he's saying.
This world as well. Take Shark Tank, for example. You know, the show where entrepreneurs are supposed to come on and pitch the most innovative business ideas to the world? Guess what the most successful product in Shark Tank history is? Scrub Daddy. A fucking sponge shaped like a smiley face. How do you make a sponge?
Hey, shout out to my Scrub Daddy people, man. I'm a Scrub Daddy guy, man. I can't lie. Ever since I got a Scrub Daddy, the fuck, bitch ass bug. I don't use anything else, man.
3% different. Turn it into a smiley face. $670 million in revenue. These days, artists are using the 3% rule to blow up their music. And I go into extreme detail about the 3% rule in my weekly music marketing newsletter. If you sign up today using the link in the description, I will teach you how to implement this strategy into your music so you can easily gain more streams and grow a strong fan base. And after you sign up, every single week, I will send you realistic is white. I'm just kidding. But it definitely is an important part of his brand. You see, the white rapper curse has existed forever. And it's basically that they're perceived as corny, lame, having no swag, or non-womanizing. You know, having all of the opposite characteristics of a traditional rapper, and people can't take them seriously because of that. Every white
non-womanizing's dick suck. What the fuck?
White rapper has had to deal with this label. Eminem, Mac Miller, Post Malone, Jack Harlow, MGK, Macklemore, G-Eazy, Lil Dicky are just some of the biggest names. Now, for some artists like Mac Miller, it may have been a little unfair. Like, he was just a college kid making some backpack raps. Maybe some of his bars were cheesy at the time, but he was just representing the life he actually lived, and he eventually evolved into an amazing artist. G-Eazy, Jack Harlow, and MGK don't really make their whiteness a part of their brand. They just exist, and if you think that they're corny, that's fine, but they never really wanted you to think that, nor did they try to kind of lean into that. And a lot of people genuinely did not know that Yeat was white, probably because he rarely showed his face. Now, I don't know this for sure, but I kind of feel like Yeat tried to...
I thought Yeat was Mexican. Is Yeat not Mexican, y'all?
Hide his face to avoid unfair judgment and be labeled a corny white rapper before he could get the chance for people to like his music. But artists like Lil Dicky and Macklemore kind of deserve the corny label that's been applied to them. They made their brand about the irony that they're a white guy in a predominantly black industry. Macklemore's "damn, that's a cold ass honky" line in Thrift Shop comes to mind, which kind of feeds the assumption that a white guy can't dress or have swag and is low-key desiring the approval of non-white people. Lil Dicky's whole brand was about how he was a white Jewish guy who was going to take over the rap game, but he's insecure, not confident with women, frugal, nerdy, no swag, along with tying in comedy into his raps so you can never really tell how serious he truly is. And with all that being said, Ian is low-key doing the corny white rapper trope harder than any other white rapper I've seen do in a while, but it's working for him. I mean, firstly, his name. Ian, the most vanilla and unassuming white guy name of all time. Second, his social media content. All of his videos on Instagram and TikTok convey this awkward, nonchalant white dude. He's usually wearing a basic fit, like a white t-shirt and sweatpants, leaning into the trope of a regular white guy who isn't trying or just can't dress.
I guess this is where the industry plant thing comes in. I would be surprised if all of the, and maybe this is dick suck, but I feel like there's someone like planning all of these TikTok videos for him, and Ian just isn't like coming up with these ideas. Like, in terms of the social media shit, I do believe that Ian just, hey, this is the video we're shooting today. This is what you got to say. Bada bing, bada boom. We'll take care of the rollout for this. But
then you have commenters ironically saying that he has so much aura. Like, this video of him drinking espresso with his legs crossed and wearing Uggs perfectly describes his marketing strategy. He strategically conveys the life of the most regular white guy ever while dropping insanely fire trap music. His From the Block performance, which at this point is a rite of passage for any rapper coming up, did not feature him on the block, but rather at a nice family dinner where his mother, grandmother, father, and friends are sipping wine and enjoying a beautiful summer afternoon while he raps about shooting ops and rocking designer clothes. His debut album, Valedictorian, implies that he is an extremely successful high school or college graduate, while the cover shows him in a peaceful suburb rocking the most stereotypical frat boy outfit in existence, which is also referencing a popular meme, so he's kind of leaning into like, I'm a corny white guy. And I mean, if Lil Dicky did this, or Mac Miller, or Yeet, Netspend, Max the Demon, Joey, Dom Corleo, people would just call them so corny and they would be laughed off the internet. So why is it working for Ian? Well, I'm not going to shout industry plant, because that is not what's happening. However, he was signed to one of the greatest A&Rs of this generation, Boo. Akon's brother Boo has a subdivision of Columbia Records called Boo Vision. Boo is most famous for being Kanye West's manager for a number of years. Boo was also the first to discover T-Pain in 2005. He then signed Jeremiah and helped launch his biggest hit, Birthday Sex. He also had a hand in developing Lady Gaga and Rihanna. Boo has every connection in the music industry that one might need. So yeah, maybe Lyrical Lemonade genuinely wanted to work with Ian. Or maybe the label paid thousands of dollars for the video. Maybe Drake genuinely discovered Ian on social media through him going viral and then decided to follow him. Or maybe Boo texted Drake and said, hey, check this kid out I just signed. He's fire. Maybe Quavo actually wanted to link up with the underground's next hottest new artist to show love. Or maybe Boo and the label made the connection and then paid for the feature. But this is just extremely normal industry behavior. Ian created buzz on his own through SoundCloud and TikTok. Then a legendary A&R found him, believed in him, and signed him. And now they're using their connections and six-figure budgets to pay for features, press.
Hey man, yeah, sometimes it is just luck. Like the right dude hears about you, and the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine too. By the way, if luck is a factor in your success, that's fine. I feel like luck plays a factor in anyone's success, but you know, sometimes you just you luck the fuck out.
Promotion and visuals. And there's really nothing dark or mysterious there. It's just how it works. If you get signed by a label and they actually believe in you and you actually have your own work ethic and built
that actually bothered the fuck out of me.
They're
not recording into the mic, bro. It's the content creator side out of me. You talk to the top of the mic, y'all. You talk to the top of the mic. Why the fuck is he talking to the side? It's cool, bro. It's cool, man. It's cool.
Actually have your own work ethic and built some buzz and created your own fan base on your own. That's kind of just a recipe for success.
Yeah, it depends on the mic. And that's not the mic you talk to the side to, man. No. I've had that mic before. That's Omar's mic, y'all. That's Omar's mic. If you talk to the side, like, all right. My mic and Omar's mic work the exact same way. All right. This is a little audio lesson for y'all. If I talk right here, boom, this is where it's supposed to work. If I talk from the side, it doesn't sound as crisp. All right? Like you're not getting the full vocal range. And hopefully that fucking show what I'm talking about. But nah, this is what Ian was doing. And I'm pretty sure it's just for the music video. So I don't think he actually did it for the actual song. But yeah, he was talking into it like this. Supposed to talk into it like this, bro. But nevertheless.
Success. Because then the only thing you have to do from there is just make good music. Because that's really what it all comes down to in the end. Personally, I like Ian's music. It's probably because the beat selection is nostalgic for me, and during my middle school and high school years, I was listening to trap artists that were using these type of beats, and that's also when I developed my love for rap and trap. Because when analyzing who's hot in the repetitive trap music world, it kind of just comes down to it factor. You either have it or you don't. And
wow, that's lazy. I mean, with Ian, I think it's one of those things, and rightfully so, because I think you are a guest in hip-hop culture, right? It's either you lean into it too much to the point where, all right, bro, like this isn't even you, or you just, hey, the marketing is I am who I am. I'm just a guy who wants to make rap music and be an artist known for making hip-hop music. So it's one of those damn if you do, damn if you don't situations. You just got to stand on your square type shit if you really want to do it.